I would like to formally thank you for coming tonight to participate in a case study unlike any other that the world, whether that be scientific or merely geographical, has seen to this day. As you would surely know, my name is Dr. Lintin. I am the leading scientist and doctor at Dr. Lintin's Academy for Spooky Gifts and Shit, Incorporated, otherwise known by our very easily memorizable acronym DLSAFSAGASI. It appears as though you haven't brought any of the personal particulars forms that I asked you to bring along. So undergraduate, so pedestrian, but irrespective of this, science must prevail. The show must go on, as the arts would say, but this is not an art, like its ancestors of phrenology and astrology. Iris-scrying, my field of expertise, the field of science that I, Dr. Lintin, am personally pioneering. This is a science unlike any other. You see, psychology, philosophy, phrenology, many of these other sciences or parapsychological studies, they purport to be able to explain the human condition. Now, it has been said that the eyes are the windows to the soul, but that is not entirely correct. What we've found here at my academy is that the eyes are the soul. Iris-scrying, as you no doubtably have known already, is a play on words. The first word, iris, meaning the colored band that appears around the pupil of your eye, and scrying, which is a supernatural, occult way of divining information that otherwise would not have been able to be perceived by the human senses. Thus, iris-scrying is a practice that I personally invented, which involves staring into the eyes of a subject in order to ascertain hidden secrets about his or her character. And today, my friend, you will be assisting me in completing my model, my schema of one-on-one personal assessment. How does that sound? Well, I suppose I'm not paying you for your opinion, am I? Now, you will forgive me for being a little quiet today, but as you no doubtably have noticed, the university doesn't exactly hold my studies to the same degree of capability that I would like them to. Unfortunately, they seem to think of myself as some sort of mad scientist, but I'm not a scientist. Let's move on. It's time to begin. As you have expertly lost the forms that I asked you to complete quite carefully and meticulously, I might add, we will now have to quite fastidiously enter your personal information again. So, a few personal questions. How do I spell your full name? And your date of birth, please. Interesting. Okay. What is your favorite color? Now, if I were to ask you what color your eyes are, it's not because I'm colorblind, but merely because your own perception of your appearance with your eyes is very important to this assessment. So, what color are your eyes? Okay. Very interesting. Now, provided you're comfortable, I'm just going to get close to you. I'm going to take a few observations and record them in my notebook. Is that okay? Excellent. My friend, have your eyes always been this color, or did they change after you were a child? Just as I thought. Okay. I'm going to take some time out now, simply to get a little closer, provided you're comfortable. And I'm going to just use the edge of this pen to measure the dimensions of your eyes. Somewhat of a inaccurate measurement, but a measurement nonetheless. Wonderful. Now, let me just get nice and close. Okay, just hold nice and still for me. Yep. And I will just... Okay, interesting. Now I will... Okay. Interesting. Okay. The next step is going to be simply having you look into a gentle light for me and following that light with your eyes but not moving your head. Do you think you'll be able to do that for me? Wonderful. Okay, just follow the light. I just want to look around the inside of your eye, as the retina can in fact provide us a little bit of information regarding one's character, not just in the way that it reflects light, but in the unique pattern of the photoreceptors as they appear on the surface of the retina. And if you'll just track, excellent. You're doing wonderfully. Okay, I'm now just going to measure your pupillary response. So, can you just stare at my nose, please? Wonderful. So I believe that now that I have gained a little bit of consensus regarding who it is that's sitting in front of me, it's now time to begin an Iris-scrying session. So from here on out you will receive the full assessment. And during this time I may just stop to take some notes to write in my notepad, but the only thing that you need to pay attention to is that I need you to lock eyes with me and do not look away. You can blink as many times as you like. Does that sound okay to you? Marvelous. So I'll just get a little closer. Interesting. Around the edges of your left iris, we have some spats of color. And the relationship to your primary iris color, however, would suggest that you have a personality that is, at times, on either end of some of the emotional temperament scales. Meaning, in some situations you may be verbose, grandiose, and a little, how would you put it, extroverted. And then in some other situations you may be quite introverted and shy. Though that there are no real spherical flecks anywhere around the iris, that most of the pattern is made up with flitting bars, as we call them. Very interesting. I bet you anything you love order and routine until you start utilizing it too much, and then you get burned out. At that stage, do you ever binge on guilty pleasures such as movies or maybe food? Has anyone ever told you that you have bright eyes or dull eyes? When you're tired, okay. Very interesting. Okay. Now I will simply have you close your left eye and leave your right eye open. I want you to match my breaths breathing in as I breathe in and breathing out as I breathe out. And just look into my eyes. Interesting. Can you change eyes now? Okay. Once again, following my breathing. Breathing in as I breathe in, breathing out while I breathe out. And staring me in the eyes with your right eye, please. Let's begin. Breathing in. I think that at times you must carry a lot of pain and feel very twisted up inside. And yet at other times you may feel as though you are entirely in control of your life. I wonder what that means. To place my hands either side of your face, and I'm just going to contort the skin and just gently palpate it around the eyes. It should feel rather relaxing, moving across the borders of the eyes. Hold nice and still for me, please. Interesting. Are you a sweet or a savory kind of person? Depends on the situation, I see. Okay. This is a very interesting case. You've proved to be a very interesting case study, or is it test subject? Either way, the final part of this assessment will involve me simply moving back here, and I want you to pretend I'm not in the room. Allow your eyes to look wherever your eyes are naturally drawn to in the room. Sources of light or distractions such as the clock on the wall behind you. And then after that, we'll conclude our session. I'm going to be over here, and if you like, you can follow my hands as I perform some hand movements. At the conclusion of our session, my notes will be mailed to you, and you should expect them at some stage in the next 2 to 3 years. Sound okay? Wonderful. trust that you enjoyed our time together, and I look forward to seeing you again. Now, if you were interested in a comprehensive Iris-scrying session, I would be able to give you a 50% discount coming in at only $300,000. Have a think about it, and surely I will expect to see